Hey, it's Friday. It's about 10:42. 10:42. Before I go to bed, I got to tell you this story. I thought it's funny. I don't know if I'm going to be able to deliver it with that much humor. Oh man, I'm getting a cramp, hamstring cramp. I think I'll take care of that in a moment. Um, I'm on my way downtown this morning, early today in the morning. I'm on the 2 train. I'm stretching out this leg, and it's crowded. I get on the train on Interbell. I find a sweet spot standing in the corner, and first I had planned to get off at 3rd Avenue, 149th Street on Interbell to get on the 5, but since I'm going all the way down and I got to get down to 21st Street and Broadway, I said, you know what? This is not, it's crowded, but it's not a bad spot. I'm here in the corner. So when the train makes it to 72nd Street, um, it was crowded and there were some people that forced them their way in. It was kind of forceful, and I get the gist that right behind me, this kind of a slim, professional-looking guy. I think he cut off a lady from her seat, and the seat in front of me in the corner I was at, I was free, and I didn't take it because aside from me having to be sitting down all day at a workshop, I didn't think I could fit in that seat, so I graciously gave the seat to this lady. I think she was the one that was cut off. So there's these three big, huge guys right behind me, and they get on that guy's case. Then the guy acts as though he speaks only German, right? So one of the guys, and these are like three big, like middle-aged men, and one of them talks to him in German, has a German accent, and the guy, apparently he's from Germany. He says he's from Germany, so the guy that they're confronting starts speaking in English, and I could hear he's a New Yorker. So they're basically getting on his case for being disrespectful, not showing courtesy. Is this the way New Yorkers are? So among these three big guys confronting him, middle-aged men, one is German, the other guy was like from Israel, and then the guy who's sitting down is just replying back to them like really smart mouth. So the third guy, I assumed the third guy was African American. And then when he starts confronting the guys, he has a British accent. So, and he says, I'm from England, and he starts basically tearing into this guy also, telling them, I'm from England, and we also are very courteous. We're into courtesy, respect. Thoughtfulness, and so these three guys are getting into it verbally with this one guy who's a smart mouth, and this lady intervenes and telling the guy, listen, what these men are trying to tell you, but the way she was talking, I guess she may be a guidance counselor or a teacher, but she was breaking it down, and it was just fascinating. And I wish, I wanted to pull out my cell phone. It was so crowded, but I said, if I pull out this cell phone, stuff might just escalate. So I kind of looked at YouTube. I was wondering if someone had recorded this, but it was just a fascinating discussion, and this and how brash this young guy was, really smart mouth, even taunting the guys regarding, well, you know what, yeah, I like to push old ladies out of the way. This is the way I am, like bragging and apparently from the comments I heard from the men, they were uh, borderline taunting him, saying, "Well, you must be a lawyer." And I think this guy may, he may have been like a Wall Street character or something like that. But after a while, I went silent. I think he may have been humiliated, or maybe he had thought. Hopefully, he thought things out because things went silent. But I was impressed. I was impressed because it didn't get into blows. These are like four people trying to talk sense into this guy. I would have put my 2 cents, but these four people were doing such a good job. I kind of wanted to record it, or I would have thought this was rehearsed. I would have thought that this was maybe some sort of what will you do type of stuff, but it was so crowded in that train. But it made me proud. Made me proud of being a New Yorker. Because especially that school teacher. I'm assuming she's a school teacher, but it just made me think about the school teachers and how we should better treat our teachers here in New York City, wherever they teach. Whether they teach in a public school, charter school, parochial school. And also, it was good to see 3 middle-aged men that apparently did not know each other verbalize a sense of value, a dignity, respect for their fellow human being. So anyway, I thought I wanted to say that. It was an interesting, tense, but a good experience. It was a good experience. Anyway, good night. Enough of my babbling. Have a blessed night, restful night. And if you don't have to get up for any reason too early tomorrow, don't. All right, I'm going to try to put my extra 20 minutes of bedtime, but that's it. Bye. Bye.